Alright, what's up, guys? I was a little bit bored, so I thought I'd shoot a video for you guys. Little update on, what's going on. Not too much new or anything like that. Just still waiting on my first clutches. I got two girls due in about 2 weeks. And what else we got? Another ovulation down, just waiting for her to go in her prelay. So, yeah, I guess I didn't show you guys this rack yet. I picked up this 10 bin 41 quart rack. It's on casters because it is one rack, so it's pretty damn heavy. So the casters help move it around a bit. And what do we got? We got my pastel girl, which I'm actually pretty surprised she's moving around because she's full eggs and she's due to lay in 2 weeks. So usually when she gets to this stage, she definitely doesn't move around too much. But I palpated her for 6 eggs. I could be wrong. I'm not the greatest at palpating yet. Could be more, at least 6 eggs, so we'll see what happens. I've never got a slug from any of my girls before, so I'm hoping that that keeps on going this year for me. Would be really nice. So yeah, she was bred to my fire 10 plus times at least, and the butter I threw in twice with her too, just to kind of back up the fire just in case. So just because the fire bred her so many times doesn't mean that he's going to be the dad. So happened last year. I put one male to this female one time and the other male bred her 10, 15 times, and that one time they locked, that was the dad. So you never know, or we could get a mixed clutch. I got a couple of those last year, so I always like those little mixer packs. Yeah, so that's a look at her. What are you doing, girl? Relax. And then, yeah, so she's due to lay on the 30th. Then I got this big old girl there. She bred the bee. She, I believe, has 8 eggs in her. Once again, I could be wrong. We'll see. I just palpated her for 8, so she's a pretty big girl. So she's also due to lay her eggs on the 30th. So that should be pretty exciting. And we got this head albino girl who looks absolutely freaking massive. She might have ovulated too. Like I've said before, when these girls are like 2,500, 3,000 grams, it's a little bit harder for me to tell when they ovulated. But she is rock hard, and she's huge. So the Pied was breeding her for the majority of the season. She's a het albino, and the reason I did that is just because I don't have any albino stuff no more. But she was a nice big girl, so I held on to her. And then the Pied stopped breeding for me, so I threw in the bee and the fire, I believe, just in case. So you get a couple different things out of that. This girl here, she usually goes a little bit later in the season. The last couple of years, she didn't go to later. I've got it written down somewhere, but it was a couple months after my other girls, so she should be getting ready to ovulate shortly, maybe about a month or so. And then we got this spider girl who ovulated and is freaking huge. You can see how big she is right there in that section. It's a nice reduced spider. She bred my butter a whole bunch of times, and then I threw the fire in once too, just in case. So that's about that. That's 5 girls there. I'm just kind of waiting on them. And then the Mojave girl, I was going to save her for my Phantom this year, but he is not showing any signs of wanting to breed at all. So I've been throwing the butter in there a few times because Lucy's are never bad. So we'll see if she goes this year. She was a little bit on the smaller side for the better part of the year, but I recently found out all she likes to eat is live mice, so I feed her like 5 live mice a week, trying to get her a little bit beefed up. And we moved some stuff around because I've only got 2 thermostats. I've got a Herpstat and a Johnson Controls. So I'm running like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 racks off, just off two thermostats. Sorry, guys. And this Herpstat controls 2 different temps. So I've got it running 3 racks right now. Then I've got one of the probes available. It's actually in my incubator right now. So I'll be running the incubator off that Herpstat, and we'll get that up and running in about a week because I'm due for some eggs in about 2 weeks. So we'll get it up and running and make sure all the temps are spot on and make sure it's ready for some eggs for me. And yeah, threw that rack up there, just save a little bit more space. So give you a quick run through of some animals. There's a black stripe lesser, female. Pinstripe female. It's my butter boy. Oh, what's in here? Okay, that's just a het clown girl. And here's all my 2011s here. A couple of those are 2011s too. There's my pewter het clown. Bumblebee female that I produced this year, who is absolutely just gorgeous. My iPhone is not doing her justice. She's very, very bright. I know everybody says that, but she's something else. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's that mom that I thought was a vanilla. She brightens everything up real nice. It's my yellow belly. Phantom. Het clown. And het pied. Don't mind a little bit of blood in there. She just ate a couple of live mice. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Look at the difference between these 2 animals. They're both hets, which should look, somewhat normal. But they don't look normal. That's my het pied girl. That's the het clown. 2 totally different looking animals. You can see this het clown here. He's from a really reduced line of clowns, and it kind of just shows in his pattern and everything. She looks like she's ready to eat some more. So yeah, that's those 2. And last but not least, 2011s. This is my little sugar boy. Hasn't had enough sheds yet to see his whites really come in, but they're starting to creep. So he's definitely one of my favorites. Really excited for next year for some sugar projects. And yeah, that's about it. Just trying to get all my males back on food now. They're still off because they are still breeding, so I'm not really expecting them to eat, but hopefully they go back on food really soon because they've been working pretty hard this year. So yeah, that's about that. There's my dog who just loves the rats. He'll just sit there all day and stare at them. Jibo, hey. Look at, doesn't even look at me. He's in such a trance. Okay, guys, thanks for checking out the vid. I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll shoot a vid once I get those 2 clutches dropped. Okay, guys, take care.